Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Happy Lunar New Year, everybody. So, doing a little Year of the Tiger going on. It's the Year of the Tiger. Yeah, I've got that going through my head. It's the year of the... Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can skip all this, I promise. All the questions are in the description box, and I timestamp them as I go. So you can you're always welcome to come here live and hang out with all the cool people in the chat, or you can be a cool person at home and just go through the description box and pick and choose what you'd like and have the buffet. So you have a choice. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And they have a really good rating. The money really does go to getting food into food banks. So, yes, feeding people, feeding hungry people, feeding hungry kids. We're all for that. And I am here every single day of the year, 365 days of the year, to take your 12 political questions out of the chat. I don't do personal readings. If I had any sense, I would, but I don't feel like that's what I'm here to do. So I have to take what I have been given and use it to the best of my ability. So, but it isn't that I don't like you, because you guys are great. And if I didn't like you, I wouldn't be here every single day. Anyway, all right, so I've got your questions in the chat, and I guess we can just jump in. Thank you to our troll slayers, and thank you guys for being so kind to each other. So anything in the chat in all caps, that's how you talk to me. Other than that, please just type normally. And questions are kind of first come, first serve. So if I don't cover your question today, I may move it over to tomorrow if I've already got it, or if you'd like to put in a question, you just need to put it in the chat before I go on, like, I don't know, between 11:30 and 12, that kind of thing. And hello, Bobo. How are you? Okay. Oh, happy Lunar New Year, good kitty. It's the year of the kitty, because it always is. So, thank you, Pamela. All right. How are you doing? You doing okay? All right, so we're going to jump in. And we have a couple questions left over from yesterday. All right, we need to... Hang on just a second. How are you doing? Okay. Are you okay, sweetheart? Oh. Hi. Why don't you just sit here for a minute? Why don't you just sit here for a minute? Yes. Do you want down? That was a I want down. Okay. First floor. Ground floor. All right. Then I'll go back to this. No, down one. There we go. Apply. Okay. Okay, and I'll be starting the questions in just a second. All right, park it over here. There you go. There you go. Okay, happy kitty. Okay. Catchupper says, Lady Bridget approves of the colors. Oh, good. So, okay. All right. Who was it that was asking about the guy with the Italian name? Tartaglione. Nick Tartaglione. Snarky Sassy Pants was asking. We're going to be looking at that. Sarah and I were going down that rabbit hole because we were talking before I went on. So We'll get there. So that was Epstein's cellmate. And just talk about that. But anyway, we'll get there. Pamela Bryant says ground floor, handbags, fragrances, luggage. Second floor, kitties. Third floor, standing desk. Fourth floor, cat tree. Fifth floor, top of cat tree. All right, we're starting with Beto. And of course, I can't say that name anymore without thinking of Linda G. All right. Oh, thank you, Tris. Okay, thank you, Deborah. We're starting at 6 minutes in. Harriet Hollis had a question yesterday. I'm covering a couple questions I didn't get to yesterday. So Harriet Hollis had a question. Will Beto win governor in 2022, or will Abbott be governor this time next year? Who will be governor of Texas? I can't vote in Texas. Alas, I don't think I lived there long enough to vote in Texas. I can't remember. But who? Okay. Well, let's do 3 cards for Beto O'Rourke, 3 cards for Abbott. Pamela Bryant, you have a very tall apartment. Yes. It's a very kitty tall apartment. Actually, this room's amazing in one sense because the ceiling's a fairly normal height here, but then it actually is an angle and it goes way up back there. Here. See? The ceiling's like way over there, but it's normal height right above me. So it's pretty cool. Do you need to know that? No. Am I showing you anyway? Yes. And I have the between this reading and the next one, I have the coolest coincidence that means nothing in the world, but I thought it was very cool. Joanne says Abbott got booed really badly at the rally. Oh, at Trump's rally? Yeah. I think I saw something about that. 7:30. All right, Texas. Texas. TEGGIS. Texas. I'm afraid I've got my questions for today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm literally here every single day of the year. Every day. Weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday. I am always here. So, all right, Beto. Three cards for Beto O'Rourke, 3 cards for Abbott. Very stiff. Very stiff. Oh. Well, there's a chance. Beto is making some fans. He's out there every day working to help people. You remember when Cancun Cruise was Cancooning? Beto was on the phone. Have you checked your neighbor? Are you okay? And now he's out there getting people signed up to vote. He's listening to people. He's talking to people. He's doing the thing. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. All right, so Beto's out there doing the thing, like he should. King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands. Knights of Wands. Judgment. Well, they're coming after him. Far right. But that's election day. That's just them coming after him. But this election day is still going to happen whether they come after him or not. That doesn't tell me. All right, so what do Abbott's cards look like? Governor of Texas, Abbott. Death. Partnership of Democrats. King of Swords, which is some kind of prosecutor or lawmaker or... I mean, he could be a lawmaker, but as governor, but usually he'd show up as like emperor. What sign is Abbott? Texas. Governor. Greg Abbott. Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. His birthday is November 13th, so he's a Scorpio. Because I don't know what his moon is, but that's not the card of a Scorpio. And it starts with him not doing so well. Death card. Beto out there getting people signed up. Interesting. Let's see what else we can get. Happy birthday, C. Johnson. Happy birthday, Carol. Yep, happy birthday to everybody. Beto O'Rourke, are you going to be governor? Ooh, he may have to wait for a while, but there's some good energy there. But there's also some friction. There's some real friction around the edges. Count Viral saying, I vastly prefer Bud Abbott. Yes. With who's it? Is it assistant governor? Who's his second called? I can't remember the title. Yeah, but his assistant, what would it be? Anyway, I can't do the joke because I don't know the title. Oh well. Oh, far right. They are just hammering their agenda. Ricky's going, hey, Abbott. Sun card. Moon card. Star. Jeez. Guys. Lieutenant Governor. Thank you, Electra. And is Lieutenant Governor Costello? That would be better. Guys, have you seen these cards? Well, no. If my screen is fuzzy, I'm not getting a low internet warning. If you go down to the settings gear somewhere around here, you might be able to up the number of, it's like 1080p is the highest that because I pay for StreamYard, so it'll go out in 1080p. Anyway, okay. First of all, I've got 4 major arcana. I've got this far right. This is my card of one of my cards of the far right, but chaos. Beto is kind of a rock star and was literally, he was in a band. Do you remember that? Ted Cruz tried to shame him by putting out this picture of him when he was in a band wearing a vaguely feminine-ish kind of floral shirt. And he was like, look at this guy. And everyone was like, oh, that's so cool. And Ted Cruz is like, oh, no, it's not. It's embarrassing. Oh, no, he's cool. He was in a band. It totally blew up in Ted Cruz's face. He's a star. This is not having enough Republican votes. Pentacles are Republicans. And this is corruption. This is the darkness, the devil. Electra Storm says, I am too scared. The cards are too positive. Yeah. Carol Davis says Beto cares about people. Yeah. And he really wants this job. He really wants to be a senator or a governor, and it isn't, there's a little bit of ego involved, because anybody who goes for these jobs has a little ego, and that's fine. Just if you have a little ego, it helps you get stuff done. You don't keep second guessing yourself. But, he's not Ted Cruz or Greg Abbott. These cars are really good for him. Revolution Ricky saying, Ted Cruz hasn't said diddly do squat about Mike Huckabee playing the bass guitar. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Really? Governor O'Rourke? How cool would that be? Seven of Swords. Page of Swords, Six of Swords, Strength. When is their election? Is it 22? Is it this November? Because I'm getting the same stuff I get for the U.S. Congress. There's a thief card for the reading. Bully. Up the river. Some people going to prison, leaving us stronger. Oh, it's this year. Thank you, Electrostorm. This could be absolutely lovely. I like it. I have trouble with all of the everything from gerrymandering to whatever else. It's hard for me to believe it'll go that well also. But the cards are really positive for him. And even if he didn't make it, I don't think he'd give up. Beto O'Rourke, he was a person. King of Swords. World. Nine of Wands. Boy, I'm being really hard on these cards. 10 of, you can't, it's not even tell it says 10 anymore. It's like 1C. It's not an apartment. It's a tarot card. 10 of Swords. Guys. Ending. Far right. Feeling beaten up. 10 of Swords in the back. What is going to happen? I do believe that I have been getting that the Supreme Court. Betsy, it's not a silly question, and the link is in the description box. Just scroll down. It's under the list of tarot cards, tarot decks. CC Ryder says there are 5 Republicans challenging Abbott. Will he take office? Will Beto O'Rourke take office as governor? O'Rourke take office. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Magician. He does stand up. 10 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Justice. Republicans, a bunch of them. Legal swords in their back. Justice card. All the cards I get say Republicans are going to take a hammering between now and Election Day. And then on Election Day, because of everything that happens between here and there. I know it seems too good to be true, but some of you are here with me every day, which is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody alone. You've seen it over and over and over. I get the same message over and over and over and over. So it seems too good to be true, but hopefully it's not. All right. Actually, I'm going to throw a question in here. This isn't an icky question, but I think it needs to be asked. At 2030, let's check in. SCOTUS RVW. Because I think it's the Supreme Court coming down, taking away women's rights, that is going to, it's also going to contribute to Republicans losing mightily. But it means that women would get their rights taken away for quite a while, which is not acceptable. There, fixed it. No, okay, 2130. Let's try that. 2130. All right. So, Supreme Court, and then I'm going to tell you the cool little coincidence. Oh, and I found out my astrology chart is slightly wrong. Chaos, mutiny. My hair is mutant. No, not mutineering. Mutinying. Supreme Court. I've got this handy dandy calendar. Wrong calendar. Where's the calendar? Calendar is here. Calendar was here. Oh, there it is. Okay, calendar's here. Handy dandy calendar. These are the days that the Supreme Court is meeting, and it says that there are, excuse me, right, the days in blue are the ones where they will come out with, hang on, excuse me, my hair is conducting a mutiny. Thank you, Pamela. The days in blue are when the Supreme Court will come out with various rulings. They usually wait until May and June. Those are when you have the most, but there's nothing in February. There's one day in March 7th. There's one day in April, on April 4th. Then there are 4 days in May and 4 days in June. So we are unlikely to hear, I guess they do what they want, but we are unlikely to get a ruling on that this month, but March 4th. All right, Supreme Court, are you going to take away women's rights? Because if you think there's anything that can get women to the polls faster, it's trying to take away our rights. Oh, yeah, because the states are aggressively trying to take away women's rights. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, we're not going to listen to this liberal nonsense. People on the far right in the red shirts. 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yeah, they're going to make their own crazy, ridiculous rulings. 10 of Swords is in the middle. Ace of Swords. Women stressed. Oh, good. Yeah, Supreme Court is... I'm just reminding you guys that the Supreme Court Everything I've been getting says they are going to rule. They are going to rule against women. They're going to take away women's rights. Women's health care, their right to health care. It's the everything I get says the Republicans are not going to win the midterms. Yes, we have inflation. Yes, we have, the pandemic. But I'm here to tell you, between the legal stuff that's coming out against Republicans of various types and the Supreme Court ruling, they worked hard for this. It's not going to end well for them. So that's what I keep picking up on. But people swear up and down, oh yeah, the Republicans are going to win. They're going to win everything in the midterms. Not what I get. Over and over and over. 26, we're going to go on to the truckers protesting in Ottawa. Well, apparently there are U.S. truckers are joining the cross-country convoy to protest Biden's vaccine mandate. So basically they're doing their version. But we'll get to that in a minute. I have a coincidence to share with you. I don't have it handy, but it's in the closet. I've got actually I can show you this part. Because I want to get the energy back up. So I'm going to show you this before we go on to this horribleness. Okay, I've got this. Look how sweet that is. Can you say 1971? This is from when I was born, and there are all kinds of cards and all this kind of stuff in here, and I love the stuff that's particularly 70s. So yeah, and I think my favorite is, here we go. I think this is my favorite. Oh, it's hard to see. Look at her hair. I love that. But anyway, it was the 70s. So there's this cool stuff. There's all these baby cards and things and stuff like that. My first Christmas, which was, a month and a half later. So there are some cute things in here, which is really nice to have. That has nothing to do with me. And, I've mentioned that when I lived, that I was in Belgium when I was 3 or 4, and I went to a French-speaking preschool. Well, I just found this typewritten sheet. These are all my classmates. Fil Garçon. And a whole bunch of French names, and then mine. Isabelle, André, Valérie, Regine, Serena, Sylvain, Pierre-Yves, Pierre, Nicolas, Alain, who I went to preschool with. It's like, how is this still in existence? That's cool. All right, so I found this thing, and I've been going. I haven't really looked through this, but my mother gave me this. So this is from back when I was born, right? So, Regina, yeah. So anyway, so this is so cool that I have this. There's quite the coincidence in here. Well, first of all, I've had my time of birth wrong. It's off by 5 minutes, but it's been wrong all these years. I thought I was born at 5:58 p.m. No, 5:53, because there is this I don't want to go into it, but there's a thing here, and it has this was filled out by the delivering doctor. I know that I have the doctor who was my doctor when I was born, and my birth date 5:53 p.m. It's like, really? I had to go change my chart. It moved Saturn from a couple of minutes before my ascendant to a couple of minutes after. It moved my midheaven a little closer to the conjunction to my north node. It moved my moon back a couple of minutes, but it's not like the end of the world. But it was 5 minutes earlier. But here's the thing. I was 4 pounds, 6 ounces, 17 and a half inches. My mother's room number, her hospital room number when I was born, 4 digits. Same 4 digits as the last 4 of my social security number. I know it's just a coincidence, but I looked down at that and I was like, hang on, I didn't have a social security number when I was born. That's my mother's room number when I was born. So anyway, it's a girl. So I wanted to share that because that was so much fun. And I know I went to school with a Francois because my mother used to pick me up from preschool every day that I went, and she put me on the back of her bicycle. She'd cycle home, and apparently it was a pushy little thing, and I'd be like, watch the car. And one day she put me in the back of the seat, and she buckled me in, and we're going down the road, and I was like, Francois and I were tied to our chairs today. She said, what? Apparently we wouldn't sit down. So they tied me to my chair. Francois and I got tied to our chairs today. My mother was beside herself. Wheezy squeeze box, tiny and long. Oh, what's that? This right cleans up soup face. Joanne says, I bet you were adorable. Oh, Deseret says, I recently found my baby box where mom kept knickknacks. Oh, I was a backseat cyclist, yes. Were you born a month early? Yes, I was. 4.5 weeks. Yes, I was. Oh, Queen Darrow, you are so awesome. I was watching you the other night. Just sat there the whole time thinking, oh, I wish she could come on my show. What year? Ricky, have you not been paying attention? The t-shirt. I have a t-shirt with what year? I have a t-shirt and I just said it. Didn't I? Did I just say it? 71. I am 50. All right. Joanne's saying the nuns tied us up in the 50s. Okay. Hippie, so be safe out there. Good luck. All right. So, oh, I wish I had them handy. I'll have to show you the picture sometime of my mom feeding me when I was an infant. I had to stay at the hospital, and she'd come in, twice a day, and she was trying to get me to eat and have the bottle. And she's sitting there making little faces like that's what I need to do to get me to eat. Sweetest pictures ever. Anyway, all right. Jolene says 4 of my 6 were born 3 to 4 weeks early. The 2 born on time have had the most problems. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Any of them have had problems. Okay. Oh, Queen Starrow, are you going live tonight? Do you have a time? I'm happy to Share with everybody if you have a particular time you're going live tonight. All right. Back to this. 35 even. Yes, I am. Do you have a time? All right. U.S. truckers are going to do what the Canadians are doing in protest. How well is that? Tracy Ford, you've been going live every day for a while. 9:30 Central Time, we're talking about the Divine Feminine. Okay, so Queen's Tarot tonight at 9:30 Central Time, talking about the Divine Feminine. Teresa Ford says she's Queen's Tarot has been going live every day for a while now. I haven't been getting notifications. I will have to check. Why not? All right. Queen's Tarot 9:30. Don't forget. Queen's Tarot, that would be 10:30 Eastern. So, okay. New moon contracts this entire new moon. Okay, cool. 36. 30. U.S. truckers. Okay. All right. Protest. Is it are they going to protest en masse? Is it going to get unruly? And that's my nice way of putting it. Oh. Yeah. Strength. Okay. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. No, they're communicating. They're doing their thing. They tend to be right wing. They're doing their thing. It's about working. All right, I've got them communicating, but all right, I don't have devil death, all this kind of stuff. So that's good. Yeah, what's up with all these doctors inducing labor so that they can go on vacation or go to games or... Excuse you? Hey, Kate. You missed the baby book. Hello, Jan. I hope you get some rest. U.S. truckers. Don Gubb says 90% of Canadian truckers are vaccinated. Truckers do need better conditions. USA down 80,000 drivers. White subs in there too. Supremacists? Complex, not the way time to protest. Okay. All right, going to talk to legislators. Okay. There's nothing wrong with talking to legislators. That's what they're there for. Chariots. The trucking industry. Insult to injury. Emperor. Justice. Burden. 10 of Wands. It is hard. Trucking is a rough profession. It just is. And I'm afraid to say it's going to get worse. I am sorry to say, because it's going to take a while, but it's long haul, certainly long haul, it's going automated. It's going to take a while, but eventually it will. And it's hard. The conditions are bad. You got to push yourself ridiculously hard. I don't blame them, and I certainly don't blame anybody for having a peaceful protest. So the main thing I'm looking for here is it going to turn into a big, potentially violent, horrible thing? I'm not getting those kinds of cards. Five of Swords, again, insult to injury. Three of Swords, money. Yeah, it's all right. The main thing I'm getting is they're protesting, but I'm not getting January 6th. I mean, I'm not getting anything like even close to that. So that's, if someone wants to protest, please. You want to peacefully protest, please. You want to talk to your legislator? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was mainly looking for if it might devolve into something else, but it doesn't look like it. So, okay, 42. Kyle Smith had a question. I didn't even know they were friends. Kyle Smith was asking, how much influence does Meghan McCain have over Kyrsten Sinema? Makes sense. I mean, they're both there in Arizona, but I didn't know they were friends. Let me see what this is. Anything over here? Oh, yeah, okay. Last August, Senator Kyrsten Sinema on representing Arizona and friendship. On her friendship with Meghan McCain. Meghan and I have a lot in common. Meghan McCain defends maverick Arizona Democrat. Last October, Meghan McCain's mother joined The View and said that Kyrsten Sinema was following her heart in the budget battle. Yeah, okay. So how much influence does Meghan McCain have over Kyrsten? Well, but that's the thing. It's not like she's going to. Oh, I see the question. It isn't. Okay. Is Meghan McCain one of the reasons why Kyrsten Sinema is being like doing what she's doing? Well, they're both getting something out of this. Kyrsten Sinema, it's like not royalty, political royalty, but it's kind of that celebrity recognition above and beyond her the job she has now, whereas Meghan McCain is trying to stay relevant. Dynasty. That's really what that's. I should have just looked at the cards. Dynasty. Political dynasty. Gretchen says, I agree with you, Queen. Something feels really off about the whole thing. Queen, no one's Canadian. I don't know. Okay, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. Meghan McCain isn't necessarily the most moderate of Republicans. She going out there, this was kind of how things were going with her being the Republican on The View. This is Sinema in her legislative place of power, killing things, killing legislation, not letting legislation through. And both of them feeling beaten up. But yeah, this says that Sinema is being pulled to the right by Meghan McCain. But oh boy. Far right victory. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Moon. But this is what we want her to be, and she's not that. It's not, if you want her to be the person she pretended to be when she was running Sinema, Meghan McCain isn't helping that. That's what I'm getting. It's so frustrating. 47. Oh, speaking about the Supreme Court, another question by Kyle Smith. If the Supreme Court throws civil rights back to the states, which is what would happen, what will happen to LGBTQ rights, especially in red states? And will red states be able to outlaw gay marriage again? All right, Supreme Court. Can I take away rights from LGBTQ people as well? Oh, it's states' rights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were saying that about the Confederacy, about slavery, states' rights. But this Supreme Court, Thomas, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, the step for justice, I like beer, LGBTQ rights. 6 of far right victory. That's the potential. 9 of Cups, King of Cups. Okay, Empress. Far right message, Republicans working. Well, Democrats technically won the Senate, House, and presidency. And I say technically because of the Senate. We're the majority party, but we know how that's going. And there's Biden, and there's America. But this is a far right message, and it feels very, very far right. And this is Republicans working, one thing after the next. These wand cards feel like they're not just the right wing, if they feel really, really right wing. Oh, I've been curious what similarities there are, what differences there are. So I've been watching some shorter, hour-long history documentaries on Adolf Hitler and about his health, about his family. Oh boy. Dude has issues. Dude had issues. He had subscriptions to issues. All right, LGBTQ rights. The things, is it going to be all states' rights all the time? Where right-wing states just go, oh, goody. Knight of Cups. That's Democrats trying to push federal laws, voting rights. Getting back to Sinema, voting rights and LGBTQ rights, women's rights. Or are you going to throw it back to the states? Because if you don't take it, you say it's not up to us to decide, it's a state thing. Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, Moon, Ace of Cups, knocked over. This is quiet as a tomb. Laws, quiet as a tomb. This, I will say a very cliched yes, queen. Moon, howling at the moon. This was the rise with gay marriage, with other rights being kicked down in certain places. Not everywhere, but real disappointment where it's kicked down in certain places. We will get through it. We will get through this. Oh, Republicans, you don't want this fight. You don't want this fight. Ten of Swords, backstabbing. Strength, Star, Nine of Pentacles. If you think that you can take away the rights of LGBTQ people, you forget. Money. You seem to think that they talk about them like they're all poor, marginalized people. Are you kidding me? They can make very nice overall. Of course, speaking very, very generally, there are plenty of LGBTQ people who can make very large donations, political donations. Thank you very much. Who will get people out voting. They've been fighting for their rights for a long time, and they know how to do it. And God bless them. Okay, I need to erase the. Somebody's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure out who told this joke. There was a comedian years ago, and I'm so sorry I can't remember it off the top of my head who it was. But they were saying he was a gay man, and he was saying people are upset that gay people are moving into their neighborhood. Are you kidding me? What do you think we're gonna do? You're gonna wake up one morning, come out into your kitchen, and be like, cafe curtains? I love that. That was very funny. we're going to break into your house and redecorate. It's like, which is a cliche, I know, but I thought it was funny. Infuriating. See, Trina says gay rights were won by the money from the LGBTQ community. Yep. Oh, William had something to say. Oh, I'm good. William is saying we will hold them down and do their hair and nails like nobody's business. Have you seen the new Doja Cat video? Where the alien abducted her cat. She's really mad. I love how her people, her minions defeat his minions. That's awesome. It gives a whole new meaning to dance off. I think it's Get With It is the name of it. The new Doja Cat video. It's very funny. Anyway. William Cottrell says, you got it, Autumn. And we are better landscapers. You don't want to pick this fight, right wing. You don't. You think you do. Because you think that you're still this majority and the rest of society is just going to go, oh, okay. Oh, nay, nay. You take away women's rights, you take away LGBTQ rights. And you think you're ever going to hold office again? Not in this century. Infuriating. 57. Harriet had a question. Okay. Harriet Hollis. When will Biden be above 50% in the polls again? Will it be before the midterms? Pamela Bryan says, proud P flag mom here. Good. Yep. Alan, we would just have to make everyone look fabulous. All the way to the polls. Voting chic. All of us. Absolutely every last one of us. Voting chic. Sandy Miller, Autumn for office, any office. Well, this is my study. So how about this office? All right. 58, Biden. Oh, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe's approval ratings. Will he get above 50%? Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe. You know what? I actually think Willow helped him. Actually, Willow actually helped him a little bit. As silly as it sounds, the kitty. Those pictures of the kitty actually helped him a little bit in the polls. Good kitty. So, Biden's approval rating. Over 50%, maybe. Oh, the Republicans keep this dribble ongoing lies. Ongoing lies about, oh, if Trump was in there, there wouldn't be inflation. You're kidding, right? Oh, you're not kidding. I love that, Roxana. Kitty power, activate. King of Swords. High Priestess. Strength. Page of Swords. Oh, the Truth. See, a lot of this stuff is hidden. A lot of the legal stuff, holding people on the right accountable, a lot of it's still hidden. Our democracy is intact. It will stay intact. We will. It may get a little, difficult for a while, but we are a democratic republic and we shall remain that. Far-right message, but it gets really weak in the face of this sort of truth and this legal sort of truth when all this legal stuff comes out. I keep getting the same thing. Keep getting the same thing. Legal stuff, hidden. We are strong. Right-wing message, can't stand up the sort of truth. We have to wait. We just have to wait. Oh boy. Have a great nap, Ricky. I did a reading on Willow. The cat's adorable. All right. I need to refill this. I am parched. So hang on. We are going to look at, oh boy, Nick Tartaglione. He was Epstein's cellmate, saved his life once, but apparently also had access to an illegal cell phone that was inadvertently destroyed. Anyway, let me refill this and we'll get to that. Hang on. But this only took me a second, but StreamYard has come out with this new thing. I don't know if it's really something you'd like, but apparently I can do this now. There's background music. I didn't say there was good background music. I said there was background music. There's also Into Space. CC Rider, to the left, to the left. Kate Priest, I've listened to way worse old music for way longer. Terry H, could you press the button for the third floor, please? Yes, absolutely. Third floor, standing desk. All right. 104. Snarky Sassy Pants has a question. Oh, this energy is going to be icky. All right, Nick Tartaglione. If you don't know, this gentleman is as big as a house. Seriously. Did I pull up the... Yes, I did. All right. So they took... he's convicted pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein, right? Disgusting worm. Built like one too, right? They put him as a cellmate with a is it ex-police officer? I can't remember, but alleged quadruple murderer at the time or something like that. They made them cellmates. And this is what the guy looks like. At least what I could find. Okay. And you put him in with Epstein, but when Epstein tried to kill himself, Tartaglione saved him. In the same cell, yes. Helen is saying he was a police officer. Jambrek, is it on his birthday? Nope, not till November. Morashi says, well, he likes dogs. He must be a nice person. Queen Sarah says, oh, that answers a lot of things. Well, but here's the question. Was he involved in any, other than saving Epstein from killing himself, that one time? Okay, Nick. Hi. I'm just a reader. This is just entertainment. We're just having a look. We're reading on the collective energy. Anything I say here does not necessarily mean it's true. But we're looking at the collective energy. That's all this is. And the dog's adorable. That's all I'm saying. So, how involved was Nick? According to the collective energy, entertainment only. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands. I have a feeling like I shouldn't be reading on this. I also get it was complicated. It's not as straightforward as some people think. Queen Sarah, you're right. You're brave going there. Yeah, I may not stay here that long. I'm just going to pull 3 more cards. It's a Magician. Judgment. Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. I'm walking away from this. That was the question, Electrostorm, but I'm walking away from this reading. I was never here. We never had this conversation. Doesn't matter that it's live there and out in the world, and I'm going to leave it there. Moving on. 110. Lynn had a question. Oh, I've already looked at that one. I looked at that earlier about the protest. No, I read on it yesterday. Oh, why not? I'll just get it now. I'll look at it now. 110. Will the protest in Ottawa end up like the January 6th? Like January 6th at the Capitol? Will the protest that is happening in Ottawa end up like January 6th? Yeah. Yeah. Especially what William's saying. Icky. Energy's icky. The whole energy's really icky. Yeah, we'll go with okay. Lynn Halliday, not the truckers. Oh wait, what did I do? What have I got? Will the protest happening in Ottawa? So not the truckers? End up like, oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna wait then. Okay. Okay, I've got the Kyrsten Sinema question. Count Viral was asking, what's the future of right-wing talk radio? Okay, 111. And by right-wing talk radio, I am going to assume that has something to do, that includes like podcasts, because it's kind of moving toward podcasts. But if you, if you're like, no, I mean radio, let me know. Future of right-wing talk radio and podcasts. Future of right-wing. My favorite is the guy who was sitting there saying, General Patton is descended from Abraham Lincoln. And General Patton is Donald Trump's father. Really? I think Fred might have something to say about that. In fact, Mrs. Trump might have something to say about that. Shockwave, we should look at that. Future of right-wing talk radio. And I still don't understand why the real nut jobs on the right think that the Kennedys would come back from the great beyond and be Trump supporters. Wow, you really don't read history, do you? Six of Wands, yes, victory for the far right. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Devil. Six of Cups, Hanged Man. Well, that's what they're doing now, fighting. They're vilifying stuff that isn't. Yes, we're just. I mean, it's the equivalent of being like, I don't want gay people in my neighborhood. It's like, why? They're going to break in and give you cafe curtains? I mean, this is what we're communists and Democrats. We're communists and we have open borders and we're going to tell everybody what to do. And no, I got stuff to do. I don't care. Okay, go away. But this is right wing. There's always going to be some. There are always going to be some viewers. But I've got a big suspension and a wheel of fortune. There's stuff coming. It's there's a change in technology, but there is. It's hard to imagine right now, but I keep getting that there will come a point, there will come a day when being a Trump supporter, being a supporter of the far, far right will be very uncool. Will be very, very uncool. And that's what I keep getting. It's going to take a while, and it's warm in here. I'm going to put my hair up. Okay. See, Torino says, you're funny. I'm funny? Oh, man. I know. It seems unlikely, but Teresa Ford says it was always uncool. Oh, no, I understand that. But it's what I keep getting. I get some heavy 60s hair going. Heavy duty. Oh, that feels better. Oh, Louise Cherry, Patton was descended from George Washington's great-grandfather, not Lincoln. Oh, is that what they were saying? There it is. And yes, I keep my hairpins in a very, very, very old medicine bottle. I don't even think they make yellow medicine bottles anymore. Okay, so let's read on ERCOT before we get to some of this other stuff. Because Texas is struggling. Okay. Oh, see, Torino. That was, I cannot take credit for that joke, but thank you. That is not mine. A very, very funny gay man told that joke, wrote that joke. I'm only repeating it. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So fix this, and then we'll dive back in. It's so nice to get out of that energy for a few minutes here and there. Where am I going? Here. There we go. Yeah, that should work. All right. 118. 118. It's ERCOT, isn't it? Who is they provide electricity in Texas? Is that right? Of Texas Electric Grid. Basically, the Texas Electric Grid is what I'm. It's every time I hear ERCOT, I think of ERCOT, the mold that causes convulsions and stuff, and basically cause the kind of the real reason that the Salem witch trials happened. ERCOT? That stuff? No. ERCOT in Texas. Yes, the electrical grid. Okay. Teresa Ford says, now you look like Janeway. Oh, that is high praise. You know I'm a Star Trek person. I love Star Trek. Krista March says, I'm hoping ERCOT does not break this week. Oh, we go to 18 degrees in the next few days, Fahrenheit. Oh, jeez. Man. Oh, Bonnie, I'm afraid I've got my questions for today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm literally here every day of the year. All right, ERCOT. Or just the Texas electrical grid. Come on, electricity. It's a gamble. But yeah, let's privatize everything. What could go wrong? Texas electrical grid. Star, the Lone Star State. Ding. Texas. Five of Wands. Four of Cups. Knight of Swords. Four of Swords. Hi, Texas. Okay, you had some issues in the past because it's a privatization type brouhaha, refusal to do something as left wing as having utilities taken care of by all of us. So aggressive. They did do some work to try to strengthen the system after the last collapse, but that's silence. It's like, yes, it's like, almost like more of a show. It's like we did some things, but ultimately this is quiet as a tomb. This is the right wing just having to give out like a charity. These charities, you mentioning pilgrims, they were not nice people. Oh, they were awful. They were awful. We'll talk about that sometime. We'll talk about the pilgrims sometime. Yes, and Texas. A Texas parent demands a school district ban Michelle Obama's book over reverse racism. Thank you, Lecture Storm. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Wheezy Squeeze Box. They should have been winterizing. And yes, Leah Backman saying it was doubly terrible when after the power went out in Texas, people were charged ridiculous amounts for the power bill. One guy, he was charged $17,000. And then when they tried to say, excuse you, that's not right. At least at first, I don't know how it ultimately ended up, but at first, Texas and the people running the power were like, no, that's right. You agreed to it. It's in the fine print. Oh, but Queen of the Far Right. Privatization. Ten of Swords. Page of Wands. Nine of Cups. Five of Swords. Three of Swords. There are many states where the electric grid is not privatized. But this is a far-right message, even though people were hurt. Far-right message, insult to injury, even more injury. Injury, insult to injury. So, yeah. CC Ryder says if the grid falls, Abbott is done. Well, let's have a look. Jan, too late. Too late autumn coffee and wide awake now, enjoying being in the chat. Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time. But I do hope you get some rest. Maybe later you could have a nap. All right. If 124, 2430 is Abbott done if the grid goes down. Helen says turning any public utility or service into a profit enterprise is a recipe for disaster. Ding, ding, ding. Mm-hmm. All right. If the electric grid goes down again, is Abbott done? Wow, it's raining. It's going to melt what little snow there is. It's It's raining in Chicago. It's 46 degrees, so Fahrenheit. What is that in real money? I don't know. Abbott, the electrical grid goes down. Do you do too? Certainly on the defensive. Card for the reading. 7 of Wands. All right. 8 of Pentacles. King of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Justice. I don't know. Every time I got this kind of thing for Abbott earlier too. I don't know if he's in legal trouble or if it's just Republicans are in legal trouble, but oh boy. They're coming to get you. To take you in front of Lady Justice. You or the Republicans or whatever it is. But here's you just giving charity. And then this is big legal trouble. All right. I still have some time. 127. Oh, I wanted to make sure I got to this one today. 127. If I don't get your question today, I can carry it over into tomorrow. Or you can always put your question back in the chat before we start. So it's never anything personal. I promise you. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not skipping anybody. I don't play those reindeer games. But Lisa had a great question, which is Stacy Abrams being considered for the Supreme Court? She's really focused on the, she's running for governor, correct? She's really focused on that. But I know when Biden was talking to various people before he had chosen his vice presidential candidate, I saw him on one of the news channels where he and Stacy Abrams actually were both answering questions. And I think it was kind of a trial run. Do we get along or, have some kind of contact? And the people were calling in with questions, but less than half of them were for Biden. The rest were all for Abrams. It was like, this is a question for Stacy Abrams, to the point where Biden went, he wasn't like upset by it, but he was surprised. Like, oh, she's popular. Semper says, we in Georgia would be very mad if she went to SCOTUS. I'm just saying. Oh, I believe that. Electra Storm says her sister actually is being considered for it. Ooh, boy. Stacey Abrams, Supreme Court. King of Cups. Well, that's Biden. Who's Biden going to choose? Boy, the cards are on point today. 3 of Swords, Worlds. 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Not her. She's cleaning up. They're trying to fight against her, stop her from getting people voting and what have you. But she's in that fight. She is in that fight. I would not get in her way. I would not get in Stacey Abrams' way. She is determined. And when she is determined, it's not the same, but it's not completely dissimilar from who am I thinking of? Pelosi. Seriously. You don't mess with Pelosi. If Pelosi decides on something, you can talk to her. She's reasonable about it, but it's one of those, I'm glad she's on our side. Stacy Abrams. Oh boy, you just kind of stand back. She's like, here, I'll hold your beer for you. Go ahead. So, okay. 131. CC Ryder had a question. Will Pence ever flip on Trump? Do amoeba roll over? Can you flip without a spine? Just gotta. I have many things that I would like to say about Mike Pence, but I really, really want to keep my channel clean. But it actually doesn't surprise me that he's spineless and is, oh gosh, I gotta be very careful, is happy and quick to go back to a tyrant. Dana Terry says, Blue Dot here in Texas gassing up the generators. I'm afraid I don't know what Blue Dot is. Pence. Fruits of labor. He tried. Sing it with me. He tried to kill you in the Congress. 5 of wands. 2 of wands. Queen of wands. Lover's card. Pence's chief of staff, someone very close to Pence, is cooperating with the January 6th committee in a big way. There's some real passive-aggressive stuff going on here. There's an undercurrent where you go talk to them. You go give them information. Oh no, Trump and I. Well, I mean, are you? He was asked the other day, "Are you good? When's the last time you talked to Trump? Are you good?" He said, "Oh yeah, we're good. We talked last summer." You're not. That's not. No. Yeah. Hey, girl, he's just not that into you. He tried to kill you. The cult members. And your daughter was there, by the way. So there is some, in case you didn't notice, apparently, there's some passive aggressive. He's sending some stuff. He's sending people, but flip on Trump. He may not. He may not have a choice if he gets subpoenaed. But with the right wing, with the Republicans being the way they are right now, overall, he'd have to kiss his career goodbye. But yeah. Money. CC Ryder says now Trump is calling for Pence to be investigated. Oh, I missed that. Oh boy. Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles. The January 6th committee is getting to the bottom of this, and all of the people who are involved are going to really wish they'd never even heard of Donald Trump. And Electress Trump says he has no more career. He might as well. And that's the thing that blows my mind. It's like you think you have a future in this party by sucking up to Trump? No. The whole reason Trump is in power is because he's a strong man. And that's what these voters want. They want a big, obnoxious bully so that they can say whatever they want. And all those heinous feelings they have, racist, sexist, anti-LGBTQ, whatever, they can just let it spew. If you think you've got a future by kissing up to Trump, I've got news. So, anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. The only other question that was left was about Murdoch from Helen. We could look at that tomorrow if you'd like. Will Murdoch ever be held accountable? We'll look at that tomorrow. All right. But that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. More than you know. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It is 1:52 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I will be over on the Book Art Media channel. Link is in the description. If you do anything creative, you're always welcome. Come along and work on your creative projects while we work on ours. And we just encourage each other. That's it. Good way to carve some time out of your schedule to do something creative. But it's an honor system, you know. You could say, oh yeah, I'm doing something creative, and finally get some rest. We won't tell. It's not monetized. So, you know, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but you're always welcome. All right. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, as I am every single day of the year. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, there are good days ahead. There are. See you later.